This winter has been one of the kindest this state has seen in a long, long time. Everywhere I go, everyone I talk to, people are going on and on about how insane the weather is, how rare it is to be this late in November, and it generally is still above zero. The fact that you can still see and drive on the ice-free roads, it's a very rare thing. Just another item on the long, long list of allowances that I've been given over the past 5 months. I had all the time I needed, I had a great long summer, and I mostly wasted it. And now at the end of a long, long road of cabin building and making mistakes and obvious flaws and this damn tongue and groove ceiling that absolutely refuses to go up and the fire that needs to be started in the mornings and it's always so damn cold, I'm exhausted. The sun doesn't help. It rises at 9:30 and sets only 6 hours later, so my filming window is slim, to say the least. The equipment malfunctions often, and even more so in the cold. It feels like I'm always waiting around for light, or the next idea, or just on the cusp of getting to the long, long list of videos that I've put on my schedule that need to get produced. But I don't want to do any of them. I haven't for a while. For 5 months, I've been on this never-ending countdown. I get a day to relax when a video comes out, but then the clock resets and the race to get something finished by Sunday repeats. And almost inevitably, I fail in that aspect. Maybe something goes out Monday, if I'm lucky, Tuesday, if I'm unlucky, Wednesday, and if not one of those days, has to wait until next week. I want nothing more right now than to just stop moving. Just for a little while, but I feel like if I do, it validates everything everyone ever said about me. All the "you won't make it through the winters," all those comments. And that's exactly what I signed up for. And I feel like I lose if I admit it's beating me. I spent a few days at Daniel's house last week. I just couldn't stand the idea of going back to the cabin. It's in the middle of reconstruction at the moment. I have a lot of stuff that I need to get done relatively soon. There's floor to put in, I'm redoing the ceiling, but as I mentioned before, the tongue and groove is kicking my ass, so I can't really do it without his help. So I have to wait around for an opening to come up in his schedule. It's wonderful at his house. It's comfortable, it's warm, it's coffee, food, and as you can see, the company is pretty great too. But I'm there too much. It makes me feel like a parasite, so I figured I had to find a way to escape that wasn't intruding on anyone else's life. Luckily, it was pretty easy to find just the thing. You remember Josiah from that camping video way back when, and literally nothing else. Well, his family is sort of land magnates, for lack of a better term, and his dad rents out cabins, so I got in touch with him, and luckily for me, they had something available. In a town where the average rent is somewhere around $1,600 to $1,200 a month, finding something for $200 had me overjoyed, to say the very least. It's just this tiny little dry cabin up on the hill, nothing fancy. Just a couple of lights, a heater, some furniture from the 70s, little gas stove. But the whole place just has this aura of being sturdy, just solid, like it's airtight, something my cabin doesn't have. And being able to press a button on a machine and get heat. If you live somewhere where you can do that, don't take it for granted. I say very, very often to a lot of my friends and family that my only measure of success, my only measure of comfort is in degrees. And in that regard, this place is the lap of luxury. Off-gridding isn't easy. That's what I've learned from my first 6 months or so of doing it. I don't know what I expected out of this year. I've learned so much. And I have accomplished so much, but it was a learning process, and it still is. And I feel like I made a lot of mistakes as far as time and building goes and documenting the journey. I certainly could have done more in all regards, but I think it's important to remember that work isn't everything. Don't make it your life, because it'll burn you out and it'll leave you unfulfilled. Remember your friends, remember your family. Call people that you haven't called in a while. Keep in touch with people, because I certainly need to myself. And don't forget to have fun. Just live a life that you'll actually enjoy living. Because for a long while, I haven't enjoyed my life. And I need to change that. And that's what I'm going to try to do in this place. Going forward, I think I'm going to switch gears quite a bit with content. I've never been a prolific creator. I don't have the energy for it. But I think I could be, maybe. If you guys want to see more vlog-style content, I'd be more than happy to try that out. If there's something that you guys want to see, leave in the comments. I want to experiment with things, and I'm not sure what to do yet. But I have a lot of ideas. There's so much that I want to try, especially with the new year coming up. I'm so beyond excited for my first full year on this channel to begin. And the fact that we're almost 6 months into this grand experiment, it blows my mind. But one of the biggest reasons I did this in the first place was because I wanted to do something creatively stimulating. That's always what I've wanted to do as far as it goes with work. And this is work. This is my job, my full-time job. And I'd like to enjoy it if I can. And I need to figure out how. So until then, I think I'm going to enjoy the holidays with my family. Expect 1 or 2 more videos this year, but nothing much. I have enough that I can live here pretty comfortably for a long, long time. I mean, you heard what rent is. It's basically nothing. But I'll be back soon. Don't worry. I'm Mick, and until next time, stop toiling for a minute. Merry Christmas. Hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving.